Coming up on Vegas Revealed,
How about some chips with that salsa? Chippendales, that is.
the new brunch that's served with a side of beefcake.
Plus, the future of hospitality is now reality.
We are listening to you and we're giving you exactly what you want.
We give you a look at the amenities and the technology that drives them.
Then,
It's if you like shoes.
Dita Von Teese reveals the best seat in the house, plus how she honors Liberace in her Vegas show.
And remembering a colleague and friend.
I was born to cover the Las Vegas Strip.
As Las Vegas celebrates the life and legacy of journalist Norm Clark, we revisit our final conversation about Norm's life, career, and his love of our city.
All that and so much more this week on Vegas Revealed.
Let's get started.
Vegas Revealed starts now.
Thanks for joining us on Vegas Revealed. I'm Dana Roselli along with Sean McAllister.
And we have tons of great stories coming up in the show, including a lot of brunch ideas and patio dining options.
Right. But first, there's a new hotel coming to Las Vegas that uses AI and genuine human touch. Everyone's talking about it. It's called Otonomus Hotel.
Yeah, they have pools, a gym, restaurants, the whole nine. This is the first AI-powered hotel in Las Vegas, and we wondered, what does that even mean?
Right. So we had to go check it out.
We're here to enhance and give a better product that's missing on the market, meaning give a personalized experience at a lower cost, right? That's the objective. The entire floor is interconnected, and you book what you want. 1 bedroom, studio, 2 bedroom, 6 bedroom penthouse, and the AI will puzzle them together, where we develop the hardware to close and open doors based on your booking.
Okay, let's get into the technology, and let's first start with the misconceptions. Is it how much you want to put out there and you want the room to know about you?
It's definitely how much you want. But let me start with telling you this. If you're holding a smartphone, you already gave all of this away, right? So we only want to improve that experience. The collection of the data is based on the permission from the guest allowing us to do so. The guest can go at any time, go back and erase their data. We give them access to go delete their data if they want to. When you book, we start what we call an onboarding process. The first approach is we take the guest permission to scrape the internet and scrape the web and the social media and get every information that's publicly available, right? And come back and say, okay, here's the avatar. We call it avatar, which is basically the digital twin of the guest, right? Then simultaneously, we start a gamified approach with the guest. It's very simple, funny, trying to understand what you like. Yes, no, coffee, tea, meat, fish, seafood. We ask all these questions and then we give perks, discounts on food, free dinners, free drinks. And then the AI will take both of them and then create that avatar. Now you come and stay with us. The minute you check in, every request you have done, every behavior you have done, we track it to make sure we give you a better offering. Next time you come stay with us, now we can track also your temperature, we can track your lighting in the room, we know how you take your coffee, everything.
You save too. There's not waste.
Of course,
Okay.
but without AI, it was simply impossible.
Yeah.
It's just, there's not enough computational power and human brains and systems existing to do that.
And it looks like you can start booking here in Las Vegas in July. It's right there on Russell near Decatur to the west of the Las Vegas Strip.
And we're curious about your thoughts on this AI-powered hotel. So be sure to go to our Vegas Revealed social media channels and weigh in on the story that we have posted there. It's a concept that's garnering a lot of attention and conversation.
The Backstreet Boys have added a few more shows to their Into the Millennium residency at the Sphere. We told you that might happen. And the group is releasing Millennium 2.0 on July 11th as well. So they know what they're doing, Sean.
They absolutely do. We spoke with Nick Carter back in 2020. He's a Las Vegas resident, and he says he felt like the Backstreet Boys would keep doing shows here.
He was right.
The Backstreet Boys, we do something that a lot of other bands and entertainers just don't do anymore, and that's sing and dance and put on a big elaborate show. And it's about the show, it's about the entertainment value, and that's what Vegas gave to us, and we were able to really highlight that here. We would love to come back. That's one of the reasons why I live here now. I moved from California, from LA. When my son was, right around 1 year old, raised him here, was able to drive to the venue 15 minutes away.
As we always say, more shows could be added. Who knows? They're probably being added as we speak. And we saw the group pushing everyone who attends the Sphere shows to wear white. So that's going to be a pretty cool sight to see.
That is whatever they're going to have on, inside the Sphere, and then everyone wearing white, and then the Backstreet Boys come out. It's always a big to-do. Boy bands put on great shows, period.
Speaking of... Don't forget, another popular boy band is coming to the Strip this summer. New Kids on the Block will kick off their first Las Vegas residency over at Park MGM. Shows are in June, July, and November.
From Donnie Wahlberg to Wahlburgers, the hamburger chain has a big presence here in Las Vegas, and now IU Day Club at Resorts World has added it to the menu. This is the Wahlburgers' first ever partnership with a day club. Wahlburgers was founded in 2011 by the three Wahlberg brothers, Donnie, Paul, and of course Mark Wahlberg, who lives here in Las Vegas now.
Well, we love dining poolside, and you probably do too. It's just so relaxing. And there's some news. La Côte, that's Fontainebleau, Las Vegas's alfresco dining destination, is opening on April 10th. And for the first time, it'll be open to both resort guests and visitors.
Oh, I'm excited about this. La Côte is a French Mediterranean restaurant. It's going to be open for breakfast, brunch, and lunch. It's located right there at the Oasis pool deck. And I just love feeling like I'm on vacation even when I'm not on vacation. So I think the locals are really going to like this one.
Yeah, absolutely. That's such a great feel and vibe out there. Well, this is a different kind of brunch, Dana. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Not your typical chips and salsa. This one comes with a side of bow tie and cuffs.
And plenty of other stuff where that came from. The Chippendales are serving up their first ever beefcake brunch called Chips and Salsa. I love the name. It takes place at Chao Mexican Kitchen at the Link Hotel and Experience, and that's where the Chippendales actually now do their show. Now, they moved to the Link earlier this year. The immersive Sunday brunch experience kicks off at 1 o'clock. You can indulge in these curated menu items paired with some sangria, mimosas, margaritas, and men. And then, of course, attend that special matinee performance of Chippendales. It begins right after the brunch. That's at 2:30. The Chippendales seem really happy with the move.
I think it's like easier for people to come to the theater because they're already like, the center of the Strip. So it's easier to come. The girls are like coming already like to see a show, so they don't have to like, get on the Ticketmaster or something like that. So like, you know what? Let's go see a show. Oh, look at that ticket! Chippendales. Let's go upstairs. And they're like, whoa, let's go. So I think the Rio was a little bit more far outside of the Strip, so they have to prepare a little bit more. We gotta go here. Here is like spontaneous too. Let's go.
Yeah, it's very active over there at the Link. Whenever we actually walk the promenade, I'm like, this is a great spot.
Well, a lot of foot traffic for sure.
Yeah, so this brunch is going to be good, especially for Sunday afternoon, morning, jaunt. Why not? Day drink.
And then heat up your afternoon. Why not? Well, here is a deal for locals. The Wicked Spoon Buffet over at Cosmopolitan is doing a special promotion every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah. It's regularly $47 per person, but now Las Vegas residents can go in for $38. Make sure that you bring your local ID so you can take advantage of this brunch deal.
Well, Botelia at Green Valley Ranch is now turning up the weekend vibes with a new Saturday brunch experience. This is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The new brunch club includes live music, pop-ups from local small businesses, shareable cocktail trees, and Italian-inspired brunch classics. Okay, so we've got you covered. Wicked Spoon on Wednesday for locals, right? Then you can go to Saturday brunch at Green Valley Ranch and then chips and salsa and get crazy on a Sunday.
That's a well-rounded week.
It is.
Still to come, the Liberace influence. Dita Von Teese tells us more about how Liberace gave her some ideas for her show.
And we remember longtime entertainment columnist Norm Clark. His final TV interview was with Vegas Revealed, and we want to share it with you coming up.
One thing, that's a really good question.
Vegas Revealed, weekends on Fox 5.
We are Vegas Revealed.
Yes.
Well, you just revealed that.
Winston, you have to reveal something.
It's about Terry.
Can't wait to party with you, man.
We've already started. What do you mean can't wait?
I need to catch up.
I'm gonna need some tips.
We've got a list for you.
I need recommendations.
Well, Vegas Revealed is the spot for that.
Is that an indicator we're getting Beyonce at the Sphere?
No. I just threw that name out.
I like that.
Vegas Revealed, weekends on Fox 5.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Dita Von Teese has a show over at Voltaire at the Venetian. We recently sat down and spoke with her and got a backstage tour. You may have seen that here on the show a few weeks ago.
That's right. The burlesque star is known for her glamorous show full of glitzy costumes with a nod to showgirls as well. Well, we highly recommend it. We've seen it and we loved it. Now, if you want to go, we talked to Dita, though, about the best seat in the house, because that's important, I think, when you're going to pick your tickets. She also talks about the influence Liberace had on her.
I knew when I came to Las Vegas for the first time, I was like, I love Liberace. One of my other favorite things to do in Las Vegas was going to the Liberace Museum, which is now a small private museum that you can still go to. But I loved the Liberace Museum. I never missed a chance to go there. And I love Liberace. He was like a funny guy and a funny phenomenon of someone who, you know, me and my co-creator, Catherine Delish, we bonded on this like love of Liberace and his thing that was basically, I don't know how much you know about him, but he was a pianist, but he would do something different. Like he wore a white coat when usually they wore black, and everyone went crazy. The press talked about him, so he kept like one-upping himself. So I always made this vow with my friend Catherine that we're gonna like raise the bar on burlesque every time we created a new costume or a new act. It was gonna become more extravagant. So I love Liberace. If you saw me at the Jubilee, you might remember I drove a car on stage. I bought a vintage car in the style of Liberace and covered it with crystal. I can't drive the car on stage here. There was a big negotiation. I really tried. But we do have a Liberace tribute in here. And one of my favorite famous male burlesque performers plays Liberace, and I play Scott. And I take away the cape, and we have a little moment, but it's just a big, like, fun, you know, nonsensical Liberace glamour moment with some showboys in Bob Mackie costumes.
I love it. And do you have a favorite seat in the house? If someone, because you know, if people are watching, they're like, where do I sit? Where do I? Do you know? Because sometimes we get those questions.
Let's see. I mean, if you sit in those corners, those are pretty good. The beads roll off the costumes and into your lap sometimes. It's if you like shoes, which you can see all the Louboutin custom-made shoes very closely. If you sit along this edge, and then you know this is a great seat right here at the end because you kind of have the full picture.
True.
But I guess it just depends. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this seat.
Yeah.
Right
and
here.
I love the runway. You were saying the runway it started
Invented
with
in
burlesque.
It sure was.
So
yeah,
interesting.
American burlesque. It was before fashion or before anything like that. It was really, you know, a moment to be able to see the girls' legs up close back in the late 20s when you know, seeing dancing girls was you know, a bit risque.
Yeah.
So the runway helped you see up close.
I've been over to that Liberace museum that Dita is talking about, and it is pretty spectacular to see the showman's capes and costumes, candelabras all up close. It's impressive.
Yeah, that is really cool. And we now have a street named after Liberace in Las Vegas as well. They did that about a year and a half ago. So doing Liberace right. Still to come, we celebrate the legacy of Norm Clark. He's the columnist who tracked celebrities all over Las Vegas for years. Our final conversation with the legendary newsman next.
Never miss an episode of Vegas Revealed.
Set your DVR to record new episodes now.
Stay on top of Las Vegas entertainment news, travel trends, buzzworthy interviews, and insider tips. Set your DVR to record Vegas Revealed and never miss an episode. Vegas Revealed, weekends on Fox 5.
Or watch anytime.
Set your DVR now.
Hi, everybody. Debbie Gibson here, and I can't shake my love for Vegas Revealed.
Las Vegas was built on flirtation. It was built on Fast money. It was built on second chances.
That's longtime Las Vegas celebrity columnist Norm Clark. For nearly 20 years, Clark's column in the Review Journal was the first thing many people read in the daily edition.
Yeah, Clark passed away in late March after living with cancer for almost 17 years. So we want to share our final conversation with Norm when we sat down with him over the summer.
Right. Norm talked to us about some of the most memorable moments of his career, and there were a lot of them. But he also talked about living with cancer for so long.
I think it was 2002, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And because my father had died of cancer and because they removed my eye because of what they thought it was cancer, I thought that I had like a year to live. And so I just said I'm going to have the best time of covering the city I love, and turns out I got a lot more time than I imagined. But I've been a stage 4 for 16, 17 years. They recently honored me for that crazy journey. I guess the greatest advice I can give people is early detection. I'm a great example of that because I certainly did not expect to be still living in this city and loving it as much as I do for as long as I've been able to.
And as much as Norm loved this city, Las Vegas certainly loved him back just as much, if not more.
Right. We mentioned those wild moments too. You know, Norm's long career covering sports, celebrities, entertainment. Well, we have some of those stories now for you in Norm's own words.
It was the world's greatest buffet of entertainment news. There was so much going on, and it was my AP background that allowed me to come up with a question, get a great answer, and I had a tidbit this long that could have been the lead story 9 out of 10 days. I thank the AP for that. I was so lucky to be able to find exactly what it was that I wanted to do and that I was able to develop.
And you know, nobody's really doing what you did, really. I mean, you took tips and gossip and rumors and made them into stories.
I think I had you in the column.
I was in the column.
I hope you've forgiven me for it.
They always said you never wanted to end up in Norm's column. And I was like, now I understand why.
One time, at midnight, I heard a ping, and it was somebody that worked on the Elton John show where he had gotten angry and he had thrown water all over. Remember that thing where he had it through a fit? And at midnight, I made a couple calls, confirmed it. I think I got it on the RJ website by 1 o'clock. Britney Spears went into a place at 12 o'clock. I got the tip, I called the RJ, and I said, any chance I can add this to sightings? You got 2 minutes. I go, okay, Britney Spears was seen feeding her dog at shrimp bits at the such and such bar and down. I think 2 days later is when she got married. One of my stock and trades was celebrities behaving badly. That upset some people. Went over to the Palms, Pete Rose walks by, I holler at him. I had lunch with him a couple days earlier. He comes back and I stand up to introduce him to Kara and Matt Drudge, and he slaps me and says, you SOB, you made me the worst tipper, 5th worst tipper in town, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that it wasn't alphabetical. It was actually worse than that.
Did it bother you when these people would come at you, or was that what you
No, I didn't.
knew?
I didn't. No, but here's the one thing. That's a really good question, because the one thing I thought was, if this is going to be a successful column, the readers are going to have to know that I'm just not going to be an ass kisser.
You miss it.
Oh, do I miss it? I was born to cover the Las Vegas Strip. That was just the greatest.
Norm's 5th book is called The Power of the Patch. It was published just days before his passing. It is available now at no charge and can be ordered by sending an email to books@powerofthepatch.com. You will be asked to cover shipping, though.
It was very important for him to finish this book. So seeing him be able to do that was just a joy for us, knowing how important it was to him.
Yeah, it really was. And Norm certainly made an impact on Las Vegas, people who read his column, people who ended up in his column as well. Norm will be missed.
We'll be back.
Vegas Revealed, weekends on Fox 5.
Hi guys, it's Gordon here. You're watching Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed.
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. You are watching Vegas Revealed.
What's up? I'm Emmett Smith. You at Emmett's, and we're watching Vegas Revealed.
Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of the D, the Golden Gate, and Circa. And if I'm not on property, I'm watching Vegas Revealed.
Join Dana Rosselli and Sean McAllister on Vegas Revealed, weekends on Fox 5.
Vegas Revealed, dude.
Woo! Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. We told you at the top of the show about some poolside dining options on the Strip, and we also wanted to let you know that the M Resort has a new spot too.
Patio is an all-new outdoor dining experience that just opened. It's located next to the M Pool. You can watch games on the LED screen, get some cocktails, have dinner. There's also going to be live entertainment. So love this. The more poolside restaurants, the better.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Well, we wanted to let you know, Dana and I are both on the Community Relations Committee at the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Greater Las Vegas, and they are doing some great things here in our community.
That's why we wanted to give you a heads up about this. The 20th annual Runnin' for the House 5K Run and 1 Mile Fun Walk is on April 12th. It's at Floyd Lamb Park. It's beautiful up there. The registration fee includes your race entry, a wristband, 1 pair of those iconic red and white striped socks, an exclusive McDonald's pancake breakfast voucher, and a finisher's medal. So you get a lot. It's a family-friendly event, and you can go to rmhlv.org for more information about this event and everything that they're doing over there.
And in case you didn't know, the Ronald McDonald House provides housing, transportation, and finances for families who are dealing with a medical crisis. So if a child is in the hospital, they provide short and long-term housing for the family. So it's a great organization here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, if you're ever in that situation and you don't know what to do, you know, the panic sets in, and then all of a sudden that's not your priority, trying to figure out how you're going to, you know, stay afloat and where you're going to sleep. So they jump in and help with that.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Hey, thanks so much for joining us this week on Vegas Revealed.
You can always watch past episodes of Vegas Revealed on our YouTube channel. You can also listen to our audio podcast that we drop every single week, and you can follow us on social media.
We will see you right back here for a new episode next week.